now is that committee member, Matt Cartwright. He's a Democrat from Pennsylvania. Congressman, good to see you. Thank you for being with us.
Same here, Ali and Steph. How are you?
Very well. Many of your Democratic colleagues addressed the Mueller report in their questioning of the Attorney General. That makes sense given the moment in time that we're in. You focused on the Department of Justice's position on the Affordable Care Act, which we're fascinated by. Why did you choose to go that way? What were you trying to get to?
Well, I don't know. If you want to take a head count of who all is interested in which issue, I can think of 130 million Americans with pre-existing conditions who are pretty interested in the Justice Department throwing its full weight behind this effort to invalidate the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act in the federal courts. That's what I was asking the Attorney General about. And in some measure, I was happy with his response, and in another measure, I was not.
Well, he gave the response that, well, that President Trump and the current administration has their own plan, but he was pushed and couldn't answer what that plan was, because to the best of our knowledge, the president has said you'll see the next health care offering after the next election. Is that how you took it?
That's exactly, there is no other answer. That is exactly what the truth is, that they're pushing it off until after the next election because they don't have a plan and they can't imagine what their plan would be. What I did ask the Attorney General to do is to commit to, if they win this lawsuit, if they prevail in invalidating the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act in the federal courts, even if it goes to the Supreme Court of the United States, if they prevail in that position, will he commit to asking for a stay of the effect of that ruling until they can get a replacement plan in place that provides all of the protections that the ACA has right now?
You also talked, we often talk about the protections the ACA provides, but you talked about Medicaid expansion and how it helped cover people in Pennsylvania. This is an important concept because while the protections that the law afforded are important and popular, maybe the bigger part of it monetarily is the Medicaid expansion.
Look, my position is clear. I want as many people to be covered as humanly possible. I want them covered in a way that the premiums are affordable and that we can bring the United States to the place where we're not shoveling all of our money down to this health care hole that's costing so much money with only mediocre results. Let's fix the health care. Let's continue to press forward with covering more people and making that coverage more affordable and bringing down the high skyrocketing costs of pharmaceutical medications.
Is health care the most important thing to people in northeastern Pennsylvania? Because you've got this fine line to walk, especially as it relates to the president and the number of investigations that are going on. It's important to get to the bottom of it, but it's also important to serve your constituents in what their top priorities are.
Sure. Well, their top priorities are taking care of their families, putting food on the table, making sure their kids have a chance to get ahead in life in America. All of these things go together. I call them the kitchen table issues, and one of them is always health care.
All right, Congressman, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Congressman Matt Cartwright, Democrat of Pennsylvania.